Hello, and welcome to my Attila Total War campaign. I think I will be playing the Himyar, which is the tribe in southern Arabia that is Jewish, at least at game start. They can, I believe, convert to Semitic paganism. Of course, this is pre-Islam. The game is set in the late 4th century AD. So with that, I suppose I shall get right on into this, and I shall do lots of complaining about the game, I'm sure. It's an okay game. It's better than I expected it to be honest. I like it better than Rome 2. It is not a wonderful game, by any means. I'm going to play on normal. Yeah, I should play on legendary. Well, God. I would never play on legendary, actually. I didn't realize that those were the rules. I save like crazy. I just obsessively save. I do that. Sorry, you're gonna have to see me do that repeatedly. I literally will save at least once a turn to have a backup. And most of them I don't name differently. I should plan very hard because I've been playing since Rome 1, but I just don't want to. It's, however, I have all of this off. I don't like any of that, so there we go. I decided on the Himyar because, well, I don't know, seems like it might be interesting. I like the fact that they're Jewish. Everyone else is Semitic pagan or Eastern Christian over here, and I think that that the fact that these folks are Jewish might make it more interesting. I can bring the light of God to the east. I think what I'm going to do in this campaign is I'm going to probably, although I haven't actually looked at the starting position of this faction at all, I think I'm going to immediately horde and then spend some time sacking Arabia and then go up and take Israel. Alternatively, I may horde and then make an immediate beeline for Israel. I do not think that I'm going to just expand, because I want Jerusalem to be my capital, and sadly, in this game, unlike the older ones, you cannot move your capital. You can only lose it and have it auto-assigned to someplace else. One of the wonderful quirks of the Warscape engine, that none of them, to my knowledge, have let you move your capital, and that's really annoying. Rome starts with the capital in Mediolanum, which is historically accurate for a game that starts in, I believe, 395. But it is not historically accurate going from about 400. At that point, the capital is moved to Ravenna. I don't know the years specifically, and it is annoying for someone like me who wants to restore the Roman Empire and would like to move the capital to Rome. Oh well, there's not much you can do. In Empire, you could edit the ESF to move the capital around, but that means I have to go into the game files and edit things, and I'm lazy, and frankly, modding the Warscape games just isn't fun. So yeah, and if, in case you are curious, this is how this entire campaign will go. I will endlessly complain about the Warscape engine and about the game since Empire. In my opinion, the best Total War game was Medieval 2, and pretty much every game since has failed to live up to my expectations based on Medieval 2. But I suppose I have done plenty of yakking and should begin. I can't really decide whether I should read this. Essentially, I'm a trading empire that converted to Judaism, and now I'm at war with everyone. Everyone hates the Jews. What's new? My special traits are Desert Kingdoms, Sun Scorched +3 Sanitation. That's kind of nice. I'm immune to desert attrition, which is very nice given where I am. Scourge of the Desert is +10 melee attack during desert battles. That's very nice. Very nice. Fractured Faiths is an increased public order penalties for religious differences, so that is going to be fun to deal with, given that I am a religion that no one else shares in this game, to my knowledge. My faction trait is Desert Warriors, which is a -15% fatigue rate. It's pretty nice. Marib Dam, which is a unique fertility boosting building at the capital. That's kind of cool. I need to look up what that gets me, like what kind of building that is and whether I can build it in a small town, because Jerusalem in this game, I don't know whether this is historically accurate or not, I'm guessing it is not a city, it is a town, and thus if I make Jerusalem my capital I may be unable to build that. But at any rate, Desert Saboteurs, stops foreign replenishment in regions where armies are present. That's kind of cool. Interesting. So that would mean that I could march an army just into someone's land and they wouldn't be able to replenish. So if I'm chasing someone across their own land, they can't replenish. That's kind of cool. And growth is +1 to all provinces. That's quite nice, especially given that all of the land I'm going to be dealing with, until I get to Israel at least, is super infertile. So, at any rate, let's begin. I am also using the Radius mod along with the Radius Additional Units mod, and a couple other Radius related mods, and some reskins for weapons and armor that make things look better, and I believe that's it. So this should be, well, it should play better than vanilla, and that's about it. And units should be more interesting than vanilla, but this isn't anything massively different. In fact, frankly, given how terrible the Warscape engine is at melee combat, I would say if you do not play with Radius, you probably just haven't been playing Total War games very long, or you like really, really short battles. I don't know. I'm sure you have reasons if you do not use Radius, or you just didn't know about it, but it's good. You are the lords of the Arabian Peninsula, inheritors of a proud tradition of Arabic kingdoms. Whereas once you vied for control of the lucrative eastern trade ports, eventually your martial supremacy bent others to your will and created a kingdom combining only the very best elements of centuries of development. Across the water, a threat to your kingdom blossoms. The newly Christian Aksumite Empire has lately become aggressive, and their friendship with Rome, ironic, my Western Roman Empire campaign, I was endlessly at war with Axum, goes from strength to strength. Ensure their designs on your territory do not become a reality by striking first. Once they are subdued, think carefully about your state religion. Will you return to the roots of your ancestors, or uphold the Jewish faith to become a new chosen people? We are going to become the new chosen people, and we are going to institute Zionism. Empires of Sand, New Religions. Oh, by the way, this is a DLC. Very, very annoyed at Creative Assembly's DLC policy with these games, but if you want these games to be in any way worth your time, you kind of have to pay extra, which is ridiculous. But yeah. New religions. This is a time of radical religious change. Nations abandon old traditions and forge new paths almost overnight. Split religious chains allow you to exert much greater control in that area, essential if you wish to access religion-specific buildings, units, victory conditions, technologies, and events. However, these changes are not welcomed by all. Factions following new religions suffer severe public order penalties from the presence of rival faiths. Use priests, technologies, governors, and buildings to crush dissenting voices and spread your chosen religion across the land. We would never do that. We don't do anything wrong. Survive until the following date, spring 400, that's normal. Okay, so I have 2 provinces. That might be bad. I don't remember what the requisites are to go hoarding, but I have a feeling that I can't do it with 2 provinces. This is interesting. So I have a small city with that really cool building, that dam there. That's sad. I'm gonna have to reconquer this place so I can rebuild this. A Himyar Torah shrine, where Diyuden practice their faith. An infantry quarters, a bazaar, a town, a hamlet, jetties, so a port, wheat fields, and some undeveloped land. Alright, now I've got a king who wears a mask. It's a cool mask though. Okay. Alright. And a son, and he has a righteous beard. This guy, Hassan, he needs to learn to grow a beard from Bahabal. Arabia Felix, Happy Arabia. It's not actually what that means, but you know, why not? Happy Arabia. It sounds so happy. There's Oman, the Lakhmids, things I can't see because of the fog of war. Oh yeah, the Eastern Romans still rule this. That'll be fun. Some desolation. I could build a town there, or I could not. That's also an option. Okay, so how do I hoard? I don't actually know. In Barbarian Invasion, there was a button that was like, you know, in Barbarian Invasion, they have like the scroll that takes up the half of the screen. I don't remember which half of the screen it is, but anyway, and there's like a button over on the side where you click it when that's your last region, and it you know, makes like 6 armies of kind of crap soldiers, and then you can go and conquer things and eventually find a new place to settle. These gents need to wear shirts. This is Arabia. The sun is hot, and I fear for I fear for these guys' skin. They're gonna get skin cancer. I don't know. At any rate, okay. Well, I'm gonna try to get to that then. That sounds kind of interesting. What else do we have here? Religious advisors, prestige goods. Is there anything else that is Judaism specific here? Doesn't look like it, which is sad. So all of the Judaism specific texts appear to be military. So there's Halakha, which is Judaism, and the Zodiac calendar. And this one would be Semitic pagan. There's kosher laws, desert pilgrimage, laws of ritual purity, communal feasting, rabbinical authority, and Mesopotamian tradition. Well, that's quite cool. But we shall go and reclaim the Holy Land, Deus Vult. But in Hebrew, I don't know any Hebrew. I don't know any Latin either. But you know, I can pretend. Those guys, and those guys, and honestly, I'm kind of tempted to pick up the cavalry, but I know I'm going to want them. And that was some cash, and then this is going to be not fun. Let's find out what happens if I just abandon my settlements and end the turn. That might happen. That might work. I don't know. Also, let's crank up the taxes. So, the way that growth works in this game compared to the others, from what I can tell, having low taxes is good, but having high taxes is nowhere near as bad as it is in the older games, to the point that honestly you kind of want your taxes as high as they can be, because the cash that you get from taxation, at least in my experience playing this game, is far more useful to you in capitalizing on growth than the growth is. I may still assign a provincial governor. I feel like that's a waste of time, though. Let's see what politicking I can do, though. I'm gonna seek a wife. Everybody's gonna seek a wife. There we go.
By the flame.
And Axum declares war on me in the first turn. Well, I could go sack their cities. But I want to make a beeline for Israel. And I also kind of want to go sack Oman. That sounds tempting. Let's find out what I get for burning both of these towns. Nothing? Nothing. Where is my horde?
We fight for you, my lord.
Huh? Is hoarding not a thing in Attila? Yeah, sure. I know that hoarding is a thing. Why am I not hoarded? Why am I suffering attrition? I don't know. I don't get it. I think I'm actually gonna Alt-Tab and go look this up for a minute, so anyone who's watching, I apologize, because this is not going how I wanted it to go at all. How to hoard Attila Total War. Exceptions are empires and other large civilized countries that don't have the option to migrate. Okay. Go to Total War Center. Is there a button like there was in Barbarian Invasion that is missing from the from my faction? Okay, that's not helpful at all. Okay, so I have a feeling this faction just can't hoard, which is really annoying. Really annoying. Himyar, Horde, Attila, Total War. How do I migrate? There are several factions in the game that can't migrate, such as Himyar. Really? That's ridiculous, honestly. Alright, well, the entire premise of this campaign is now broken. Because I did not anticipate, I didn't anticipate a tiny desert tribe in the south of Arabia to have the same restrictions on hoarding as the Western Roman Empire. Okay. Pretty much everybody other than Romans and the Sassanids can hoard, except for these desert kingdoms down here. That's annoying. Alright, well,
We fight for you, my lord.
I honestly, I could play this campaign longer, not destroy these settlements, obviously, and then, like,
Ready for battle.
go and, I don't know. Let's recruit all of the mercenaries. I now have a full stack. And then, let's go for Jerusalem.
My lord.
Let's find out how close can we get.
Finding shelter.
If this doesn't work, I don't really have any desire to play this faction not as a horde. So I may mod it in the future and hopefully fix that it can't horde. And if not, I think I'm going to play a different faction. Just because I just don't have any real desire to not migrate with this faction. The whole point was that I was going to go and restore Israel for the great Jewish diaspora. This game is quite slow. Between turns, anyway. Levied troops. Okay. Can still research things despite not having any land. Let's go.
Gathering supplies, my lord.
Why am I... Yeah, I should be force marching.
At once.
Let's go. Let's do this. I'm gonna probably take it because I doubt they have troops there. But then I'm going to get destroyed immediately afterwards because I'll have no money and no infantry. No soldiers, period. Really, not infantry. Wonder if the Lachmids can hoard. I could play as them. I know the Tenu kids can. Oh. Judea is now a thing. Fake Jews.
Journey completed.
Obviously fake Jews. Heard of fake news? These are the fake Jews. But yeah, so, actually, if it's Judea, the fight to conquer it might be harder, but it'll probably be easier to hold. Oh fun, they burned that town. Yeah. Let's find out. We'll see. Well, I don't get to be a horde and go about, raiding and pillaging the surrounding areas, but hopefully I'll be able to get there.
At your command.
Alright. One more turn, and I will have it. Pretty sure that's where Jerusalem is. Like 90% sure. It's not actually called Jerusalem in the game either. It's called something else. But thankfully, this is one thing I'm really grateful for about Attila. They brought back the ability to rename settlements. At least I think they did, because I found an option as the Romans. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm trying to remember if Medieval 2 had that option. I think it did. I know Empire and Napoleon did not. I don't remember about Rome 2. And I forget that Shogun 2 exists every single time I think about Total War. I sort of remember at the very end, oh yeah, that happened. Okay.
Advance!
Aelia Capitolina. Yeah, that's Jerusalem. If it isn't Jerusalem, I'm gonna make it Jerusalem. Declare war on the fake Jews. And they are, of course, joined by that nice horde. Nuaman. I wonder what kind of troops he has.
Besieging settlement!
What kind of faction are they? Judea, they are Jewish. And
You have my attention. Now, do not try to charm, wheedle, or cajole. For those, pain is the reward.
I would like to look at their roster, because the Himyar are kind of neat, but if I can play as, actual Judea, who do start the game as Jewish, I'm going to look at their roster and see if they're actually viable, and I may edit the start posts and put them in the game from start so I can play as them if they are interesting in any way. And that may be a better campaign than this one. But first, I will conquer Jerusalem.
For honor and great glory!
Additionally, as far as ground rules for auto-resolve, auto-resolve in this game is sort of garbage and not random at all. It is done by calculator, but it doesn't tell you what that calc will be before it does it. So I will save scum if I auto-resolve and I get garbage results, because I feel like the way this game does auto-resolve is crap. In the older games, you always had a chance of victory and everything was RNG, which I think is a much better way to do it than via calculator. For practice, I have taken 2 very close armies and auto-resolved them on the campaign, and I tried it like 30 times or something and kept save scumming, and it never made a difference. The casualties were exactly the same every time. So I'm relatively certain the auto-resolve in this game is just bullcrap, so I have no compunction with save scumming. But I will do it to save time, or I will auto-resolve to save time if I don't really care, or if something just seems obvious and like it wouldn't be fun. We'll see though. These guys, let's put them over here. Seems decent. In general, I like to separate my cavalry in sieges, especially open sieges like this.
We attack as one!
These guys. What do I want to do with them? There's only 3 approaches? 4 approaches? Let's put them over here. Are they really not gonna hide? Come on, dude. You are in an area that you should be hiding. Okay. Never mind. Take them over here, I guess. I like to separate my cavalry and sometimes my archers in sieges. I'm by the way, I did look at the breakdown of forces. I'm well aware that there is absolutely no need to be exerting any effort to win this battle, but I feel like I'm going to anyway, so deal with it.
Battle group awaiting orders.
Really? Formations in this game are meh at best. There we go. That's what I want, I guess.
We outnumber the enemy.
Not that I know where they are. Also, this bugs me. I hate that the default movement speed is running in this game. It shouldn't be. In no strategy game should the default speed tire out your troops. It's ridiculous. Now, I do also like that in the newer games they put in civilians, and the civilians can actually attack your troops, which is actually really cool. They don't usually kill a whole lot, but like they can kill, 4 or 5 guys before you have slaughtered them all.
The men flee the field of
Wait,
battle.
oh.
This is a shameful display.
Yeah, I probably should have actually paid attention. Okay, so they have Desert Chieftain. So Judea does have the Eastern unit roster. I'd like to look at the rest of their roster and see what it's like. If it's, pretty good, or, if there's anything interesting about it, which I kind of doubt, given how much the developers of this game seem to have been lazy everywhere they possibly could. But if there is any sort of variety to their units, I may see about running a Judea campaign, which might be pretty cool. There's their general, king of the fake Jews. Come on, bucket heads, kill the fake Jews. Of course, they're gonna go for them. Run away. No. Is there no way to separate them? Ah, dang it. Alright. Just everybody friggin' charge, I guess. Go save the onagers. Well, there you go. You guys just go run away. Of course. Get out of here.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah. King of the fake Jews is dead.
Today is yours.
We have slaughtered all of the fake Jews. That was one of the worst battles I've ever fought, to be honest. I just did unbelievably badly. Wow. Yeah, that was really, really bad. Really bad. I lost way, way too many men. And half of them were friendly fire, it looks like. Yuck. At any rate, we now own Jerusalem, so all is well.
We fight for you, my lord.
Jerusalem. There we go. Woo! All that for a crappy town with nothing whatsoever of value in it. Wow. What a wonderful fight there. Public order +4, local province. Yeah, that looks like something we need right now. How bad is my public order going to be? So, 21 of this is going to go away. Taxes I can reduce. That, okay, so this isn't actually that bad. This is going to be a lot better soon. Okay. Okay, and as long as no one attacks us at all, ever, this will be fine. Okay then. Oh, and we have no money. We have no food. That's awesome. Well, life is hard for the poor Jews. But we have conquered Jerusalem. We've retaken the Holy Land. And what else is in this region? Oh yeah, we can go colonize that too. Sweet. Palestine, excuse me? That is offensive. Let's find out something about these people. Da-da-da-da. Public order -2 for governed province. That's the opposite of what I would like. Hassan looks like a better option. Research rate, okay. Scholar, fighter, marksman. Is this scholar? Marksman. Scholar. Definitely Hassan. Okay. Issue an edict. Military fervor. Religious influence might be nice. Eastern Enlightenment. Okay, so military fervor is the most useful there. Alright. Well. I'm really hoping that Axum doesn't, like, invade Egypt and conquer it. Oh god, I forgot the Tainu kids. They're so close, and they have a horde. Oh god, that's not gonna be fun. At the moment, I'm okay on money. I mean, I'm not great, but I also have an army of half mercenaries. So. It's interesting to me that I can research this despite not being the right religion. Interesting. However, I think I'm gonna need some civil tech, so. Diplomacy, Eastern Rome. How about some trade? No? No trade? Okay, never mind then. No one likes us.
Be welcome, emissary.
Wait, really? Of course they did that.
Always to be disturbed by...
Well, fine. Be that way. Yeah, everyone hates me. This is gonna be fun. I need to stabilize Jerusalem, and once I have, then I'm gonna go colonize the other. But I can't let Jerusalem rebel, and they will unless the military's there. So, I mean, eventually the military's going to anyway. Or eventually they will anyway, unless things, get easier. Okay, so now I need food. As much as I would love to have a military, food is probably the most important thing. Yeah, I'd definitely say that food is the necessity at the moment, unfortunately. Oh good, the Tanu kids are now fighting assassinates. They can go kill each other. That's fine. I would like to go reclaim Mount Sinai. Glorious, glorious Mount Sinai there. With a mine on it. It's actually not Mount Sinai, but we're going to call it that because it looks valuable. And, we gotta go reclaim those shekels. We found a large hoard of gold hidden in a cave whilst mining. What should we do with it? Distribute it equally amongst the people. It does not sound like something I would do. Give it to the army. That sounds like a better option. I could take care of it myself. Now I'm gonna give it to the army. And I need a wife. Seriously, give me a wife.
We fight for you, my lord.
Why am I in...
Ready for battle.
Why is it saying that... I don't know. For some reason it keeps saying that I'm having attrition, and I definitely shouldn't be. Not now. I don't know. Mazoon. Hey,
Greetings, my
Sassanines.
friend.
Let's,
Greetings.
yeah. Let's not declare war on each other. It sounds like a great plan. Awesome.
My
Zoom?
friend.
No, there's nothing I can do with the Zoom.
I welcome you on behalf
Eastern
of the
Rome?
people.
No, I'm not gonna take that again? Okay. That's fine, I guess. I really could use resources, though, and I'd pay for them. You have no reason to reject this. Or whatever.
I hope that this offer of coins will be taken in the right spirit of comradeship and respect.
But you're not giving me anything. You're demanding me give you things. Why would I do that? No. You're not gonna friggin' extort money from Israel. We don't have enough money to do that. Trying to, stay in the black here with expenditures.
Ready for orders.
There we go. No, that looks fine. Woo, I found a wife. She is... Okay, that works. Cool. Let's give people some offices. We need more land. Okay, so that's see, I'd really like to build other things in Jerusalem, to be honest. Like a church, because that's kind of a thing that would be in Jerusalem. I have 30 food. Gonna make 10 more go away. I think I'm fine with that, to be honest. Let's get ready to, gear up for that stuff. Once this region stabilizes finally, it's never going to, is it? Religious differences, I'm never going to overcome those. I'm gonna have to go capture this and come right back.
My lord.
Which I could just do this turn, honestly. I think it's gonna be +1 after this. It's not really anything.
Welcome, worthy guest.
Why are relations deteriorating? Oh, because of treaties with the Sassanids. Fine, I guess. Hey, there we go. That's what I should do. Hassan gets a public order bonus. I actually should have put both things into public order, to be honest. Oh well. Judea. Well, you know, that's actually not bad, because that means I can take that without declaring war on Eastern Rome. That's something I'm gonna do, actually. Expand. Although then it's gonna be hard to keep the rebellions down. Don't know. Good. Okay. +7 public order. Let's go fight them. I'm already at war with the Tanu kids. I don't care. Awesome.
At your command. We fight for you, my lord.
Although that's concerning there.
My lord.
What do they have? They have stuff I don't know about, and light troops.
We fight for you, my lord.
I already have plenty of both cavalry and
Come join our ranks.
some infantry would be more useful, to be honest. Steadfast defender. That sounds like that would be useful.
Ready for battle. It is a great and glorious
Okay.
fight for our cause. At your command.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do then. Okay. And then hopefully the Tanu kids don't invade. If they do invade, hopefully I can fight them off. Okay, now I'm actually going to need some animal husbandry. So that gets me 60, roughly. That gets me 56, plus some wealth. It gets me 80. Plus more wealth, or no, plus a little less wealth. That gets me 70, plus a lot less wealth. What do they get you at the very end? Those are going to be equivalent, but that gets me a lot more wealth. That gets me 130 plus more wealth, and also I think horse breeding is going to be the best for me. Okay, hopefully that was not all a mistake. Please don't attack. Of course, but the game says I should win. Do I want to fight this battle? Not really, but I probably should. Nova Triumph Austria. I don't actually know what city that corresponds to. Part of me wants to say Damascus, but I feel like that's farther north. I'm pretty sure Damascus is up here. So what the heck is in Jordan? Battle of Bostra. I'm actually gonna look up the map then, because now I'm really curious what town that is. And I think after this battle, it's going to be a good night. In case anyone's watching, by the way, I don't have chat up because this is going on YouTube, and I don't usually have a lot of people in chat anyway, and so I just sort of feel like it's not necessary to have chat up in the corner, and it's not going to add anything. I suppose it might be a good idea to go Alt-Tab right now and put chat in, just in case. Okay, chat should now be in the upper right corner. Chat will not be getting a background because there's no one actually in chat, so, to my knowledge anyway. But yeah, so, barricades. They are all over there, so that tells me that my barricades should be there and there. That seems fair.
Orders, my lord.
I don't have any onagers. Well, I have onagers, but I don't have them in the right spot, I guess. I'm going to put them there, and hopefully they'll be able to shoot over the walls, and hopefully they'll be able to shoot fast enough to use up all their ammo. These guys just have the onagers, so they're going to probably rely on taking out a section of the wall. So I'm gonna put them there, just in case that is the method that they use. But I think probably more likely they'll go elsewhere, I think. Do these guys have They don't have the ammunition for that. Alright, well let's not waste them then. Wait, really? These walls aren't placeable? What the heck's the point of these walls then? If I can't place anyone on them. That's ridiculous. No, I'm not the world's greatest commander, to be honest.
God, we will darken the skies. Missiles at your command. Defensive positions. We are at your command. Hold position. Defensive positions. Orders, my lord. Our aim is true. What are your orders? God!
Okay, well...
Artillery awaiting orders!
Oops. There's nowhere to hide. That's unfortunate. That would actually be super nice. So I can just nuke their onager immediately. That would be awesome.
We are at your command!
I can't really think of a great use for the cavalry other than that. So, you know, I think that's actually going to be my plan. I'll move them back there. Infantry. I don't know.
Infantry ready! Chieftain! Melee cavalry! Chieftain!
Oh. They're cavalry.
What are your
I
orders?
kinda didn't expect that. I thought they'd be infantry. Well, that is Hassan. I don't want Hassan to die. So he's gonna hang back. That kinda sucks, but oh well. And the rest of my infantry get to be... I guess I'll repel them in a big awful melee at the gate, because I don't know what else I'll do with it. And then the king, who I'd also prefer not to die, but because of the way that battles work in this game, I don't think there's going to be an option other than for him to die. Is gonna just kind of hang out over there, I think. How far did they go out? Okay, yeah. The onagers can't get to the king. Alright then. Well, I guess that will be...
We have
Guess
discovered the
that'll be
enemy's
that.
hidden units.
Okay, that's fine. Let's see what they're doing. Okay, the onagers are just firing. Okay, cavalry, move out. Hopefully take away that shock cavalry.
Enemy reinforcements approaching. have sighted the enemy.
Okay, where are they actually firing? Gatehouse? Okay. Alright, yeah. Awesome. No, get to the onagers. Yeah. Awesome. Please rout the onagers, that's all I ask. I don't care what you do to this mercenary cavalry. Rout the onagers. Okay, it's not all mercenary cavalry, I guess. Alright. The onagers are routing. That's good. Get out of there, cavalry.
The enemy has laid an ambush. Fire spreads through the settlement.
Why is the gate open? Why is the gate open? There's no reason for this gate to be open. Close, please. The whole point of the cavalry thing was to close the gates. Okay, I know in the older games you could lock the gates, so I'm gonna look that up. Because I don't know. Okay, so there's just no option anymore. So I will chalk that up, I suppose, to yet another thing that the Warscape engine doesn't do very well. These gates should not be open. Yeah, I'm absolutely just stacking this area. I mean, supposedly they have enemies over here, but gate damage 1%, the heck? They're just stabbing a gate. Oh god, I forgot this game was retarded. Well, I suppose in that case I will run a couple spearmen over here to deal with the enemy cavalry when they magically burst through my gates.
Enemy units have returned to the battle! The battle is turning in our favor!
Get 'em, cavalry. Or archers, not cavalry. Whoa, that infantry just ran faster than my cavalry.
units! Quickly now! Charge! Their general is dead! A lethal blow!
Yes, death is lethal, announcer dude.
Speed!
Cavalry that are beating down the gates over there. Ridiculous. Stop. Oh god. Yeah, I'm nuking my own cavalry. That sucks. Okay, so who's left? Anyone? I actually think that I'm going to manage to just destroy the faction in this battle. At least there won't be anything left of them. This is one of the things that I do like about the newer engine. This tactical view, tactical map, I guess one might call it. That's pretty cool. That's definitely a cool feature that they added. Whoa. Okay, no one else is moving. The game just made it look like they were, I guess. Okay. Oh god. You idiots, stop.
Enemy troops have reached the walls!
What? Go after them. Stop that. They're gonna get away because you friggin' stopped. My general just decided that he didn't feel like chasing the enemy cavalry, so the enemy cavalry who should have all died are going to get away. It's very, very annoying. Unless that unit catches them. What unit is that? Mercenary Desert Raiders, yeah. You've got the stamina for it, I guess. Chase them. Come on. There we go. Catch them so the general can... There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, I wanted my general to get at least a kill. I don't know about these games, because you choose your character's traits, and I think that's really stupid. But in Rome 1 and Medieval 2, whether or not your general killed someone at some point in the battle would actually impact the traits that he would receive. So he could get bad traits for not participating him personally, and I think that was pretty cool. Also, I think I actually destroyed the Tanu kids unless they had another horde. That's pretty cool. But what city is on the other side of the river? When you look up Jordan, you get a lot of shoes and very little of the country of Jordan. That's very stupid. God, why is it so hard to look up anything about Jordan, the country? Yes, the Kingdom of Jordan. Amman is that city. Okay. It looks like it, anyway. One of the most liberal and westernized Arab cities. That's pretty cool. It was known as Rebeth Amman, was the capital of the Ammonites. Then it was known as Philadelphia, interestingly. That may actually be my name in this campaign for it, just because that just... A city in Arabia named Philadelphia, come on. Yeah, I'm from Philly. I don't know, man. History and etymology. Rebeth Amman. I should call it Rabat Amman, or Amman. But, you know, Philadelphia. It's always sunny there. It's literally always sunny there, because it's in the desert. God, I'm really, really awful. Someone kill me. Not actually. Twitch, don't ban me for, like, talking about self-harm or something ridiculous. That was a joke. People make those. Sometimes. Just, you know, occasionally people joke. We need some waterworks. And I'm gonna need some men. I need to recruit something. You get cavalry from a stable. Who'd have thunk it? From training grounds, you get... Yeah, okay, I need that. Training grounds are the necessity here, I think. Alright, what's my public order and why is it terrible? Instability will go away, that will be better.
My lord.
This replenishment. Movement range would be nice. Infantry commander, and then I can get cavalry commander and desert power, which that'll be kind of cool. And then he doesn't get anything yet. These guys get occupation force plus morale in foreign territory, or Persian marksmanship, missile range. Okay, that's probably what I'm going to take. Nomad hunters against nomads. Against Romans and snow attrition, that's pretty nice. Parthian horsemanship, that's tempting. Cavalry, shock troops, conscription, border defense. Okay, so it, other than self-sufficiency, which does sound nice because money, also I'm gonna change my, that looks interesting. You will mount up on wings like eagles. That's what I'm going with. Mounting up on the wings with the eagles. Don't really care that much about nomads. Respec. Upkeep costs. That would be really nice. Because I'm really poor. And I need to keep my taxes low. Because I'm constantly at war. Well, no, I'm not because I'm constantly at war, because I'm not really constantly at war, but I'm constantly fighting religiously. I don't care that much about integrity, to be honest. Recruitment costs, that might be nice. Cavalry, warrior, elite. I don't plan to be fighting anywhere with snow anytime soon, but yeah, that just looks so useful. And then movement speed for cavalry looks really useful too. I'll take that so that I can get to these next time. And he still needs... Wait, didn't I just... Pretty sure I just took these for him. Yeah. Oh, that respecs everything. It's interesting. Okay, well, there we go then. So that...
Ready for battle.
yeah, let's go occupy it, why not?
Ready for orders. Ready for battle.
I'm really poor now. I don't have the money to even build a town there.
My lord.
But, hey, I now have more land. I have completed this entire region now. And I have a port. That's actually super helpful.
Please accept
Guess
as
now
a most
I can get trade.
welcome, friend. Welcome. The pleasures of my household are...
Really? You're not gonna accept trade even though we're friends and like there's no reason
Welcome,
not
worthy
to?
guest. I trust.
Weird, I guess.
Greetings, most excellent friend. Be
Why are you denying that? Makes no sense. That's another thing with these games. The diplomacy AI in Total War has never been good, but it seems like it got even worse um, with Warscape. So that's pleasant. And what is Ayla called today? Pretty sure that is. Well, I'm not sure whether that's within the bounds of modern Israel. Might be. It's really close, actually. I think that is Aqaba, actually, nowadays. Eilat, Aqaba. The only coastal city in Jordan. It's called Ayla in ancient times, which, yeah, that's what it is. I may just leave that called Ayla because that looks like what the traditional name would have been. Looks like it is Eilat and Aqaba, which kind of look like they were split in half, honestly. Origin is not definitively known, comes from Hebrew root AYL. Yeah, I'm gonna call it Eilat because that seems like a more Jewish name. Well, a more Hebrew name. Not Jewish name. There we go. Nice Kingdom of Israel names for you. I thought this should totally just be Philadelphia. That's still just too Philly. Philadelphia. Yeah, that's what we're going with. This is not technically wrong historically. So that's what we're going with. Also, yes, I totally took a screenshot of that. And now money. Judaism is going up. That's good. There isn't much Judaism, but there's some. I really should rename that to something other than Philadelphia. But do I want to be serious, or do I want to do things for the memes? At any rate, Israel. And thus, you have witnessed the glorious founding of the Kingdom of Israel. There you go. Be excited. Oh yeah, I didn't realize he was my heir. Oops, oh well. He has lots of illegitimate children. But darn wife of his. Just had to, go about with the illegitimate children. Disc. My loyalty is good. Oh, I am actually using a couple mods that modify loyalty, just because loyalty is a pain, and I don't like the system, and I wish it wasn't there, and I don't care that it makes the game easier to not have it. It basically just isn't a factor now, and I'm fine with that, because I don't see any need whatsoever to have to worry about my generals rebelling. I do know the generals rebelled lots in this period of history, but that's not fun at all. So I essentially consider loyalty as close to disabled as I can get it without editing the files myself, because I'm lazy. And also, I don't want to teach myself the entire file structure of Attila, because I'm pretty sure it's different from Empire, especially because the entire this thing wasn't in Empire, so yeah. And that's the last Warscape game I actually knew how to mod. So yeah, at any rate, thank you for joining me for episode 1 of my Himyar campaign. I have re-established the glorious Kingdom of Israel, and now I need to defend it. I don't actually know what my objectives are, to be honest. Control 40 settlements by direct ownership or through satrapies and military allies. Okay. It's gonna be hard, because I don't actually want to own any more land than this. Interesting. God, that's... So essentially establish the Alexandrian Empire plus some for the divine Jewish victory. Yeah, let's not. But yeah, so we'll see. I may not meet my victory conditions, I don't really care. But I don't really want to expand, honestly. I'd be perfectly happy to just not grow any. If I was going to grow, I'd prefer to grow up the coast. But we'll see. I may conquer Egypt. That wouldn't bug me too much, but I really don't want to, rule Persia or Arabia or, Africa. I don't really want any of that. So we'll see. I'd prefer to rule it by client states, but the AI in this game is horrendous, and that's probably not going to be an option. So, oh well.
In time.
You guys still gonna say no to a friggin' trade agreement that we both benefit from? Idiots. Alright, well, I promise that this is actually the last time that I will say this, but thank you for joining me, and see you next time I stream. Thank you very much. Adios. До свидания. For the glory of Israel, or something. Shalom.